Hi, this is my second video on Chiliz, ticker symbol CHZ, currently at 34 cents, market rank 59 with a market cap of approximately 2 billion. And Chiliz is pretty interesting. I think not a lot of people have this coin now on their radar, and that's very positive. You want to buy a coin when nobody thinks about it. I will not talk so much about the US dollar chart. This is the chart you normally see. Chiliz in US dollars, and here you've got the Bitcoin chart, also not too interesting. What I normally tend to prefer to look at is the Ethereum chart, because in the end that's the trading pair you normally swap for. When you go down this list of altcoins, right, you're going lower and lower in market cap, and so you're taking on potentially more and more risk. If you just simply stick with Bitcoin and Ethereum, you're probably having a relatively easy time, right? You have less risk, less volatility, less return. But in the end, you're probably in crypto, and you're probably watching this video because you want to outperform those quote unquote safe coins, right? So I need to compare your risky altcoin not to US dollars. Of course, you want to make US dollars, right? That's why you're doing all this speculation. But if you just want general crypto exposure, you could simply buy Bitcoin and Ethereum. But since all that matters is outperformance, you have to look at outperformance. And so this is now the Chiliz price divided by the Ethereum price. And the reason why I think this chart is so interesting and worth looking at is because trading volumes are very low. They are pretty muted. Nothing extraordinary is happening here. And the price relative to Ethereum seems to have stabilized quite a bit. So for around 100 days now, 3.5 months, we are in this trading range, and we are relatively low on this trading range, going pretty much in tandem with Ethereum, which obviously over the long term is not so great. Over the long term, we want to outperform, but it's nice to see that the price can still hold the line while nobody really talks about it. You want exactly that, right? You want to buy into something when you don't pay the hype premium. And if something interesting happens, if somebody starts hyping this up, then you see the real outperformance, right? Now your potential risk versus whatever the reward is not too bad in my humble opinion. And if you look at the general trend of Chiliz, we can also see since the beginning of the year, Chiliz did outperform Ethereum by around 300%, a little bit less than 300%. And that's exactly what you want, right? You want when an alt season starts, that your riskier altcoin, it outperforms Ethereum. And why do I measure now from the beginning of the year? That's because that's the point when Bitcoin dominance started falling, right? We really had our altcoin rally since the beginning of the year. So this is now how much of overall crypto is in Bitcoin. And at the beginning of the year, we were at around 70%, then went all the way down to 40. Now we are at 44%. And so when Bitcoin dominance goes down, altcoin dominance is obviously going up. And so all the altcoins, they were performing since the beginning of the year. And so that's why it's so important that your altcoin benefited from this and that it did not only rise against Bitcoin, but also against Ethereum. So obviously I can't give financial advice over here, right? But if I would be more or less an active trader and pick altcoins to choose from, Chiliz might not be the very worst choice you could do. It's also relatively easy to buy this. It's listed on Binance, on Coinbase, on KuCoin, on FTX, basically on all the large exchanges. So when prices stabilize and trading volume is low, I think when the general sentiment in crypto is positive, it probably makes sense to take a risk sometimes. Now, the reason why I say general sentiment in crypto is positive is because of those two moving averages in Ethereum, right? We are currently with our price above the 23-day moving average and above the 39-day moving average in Ethereum. And when you backtest this, you figure out that those two moving averages, they work the best to predict future price movements in Ethereum. And so whenever I look at Ethereum, I look at those two moving averages. I will also link the backtest of that Ethereum analysis in the video description. It's definitely worth a watch. If you don't know yet about the strategy, this is definitely gold. This is basically how I time the market, right? I exited over here and I bought over here. I'm not saying this to brag. I published those backtest results when this channel was launched. And so I'm completely transparent about this. And I personally think whenever we are above those 2 moving averages with Ethereum, it is time to sometimes take a risk in altcoin trading. By the way, if you want to get notified when these averages get crossed, you might consider joining our Telegram channel, the Bitcoin Strategy channel. You can search for this in the Telegram app, or you can also, again, click the link in the video description below. It will lead you straight to our channel. We are currently around 250 people. It's completely spam free. And so whenever interesting things happen, such as a cross of those moving averages, I post it over there. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to give this a like. And if you decide to subscribe, don't forget to hit the notifications as well, because those videos, they are obviously time sensitive. You don't want to watch them when they're 2 months old. If you want to get another cryptocurrency discussed on this channel, feel free to comment this down below. I will make videos on the most requested altcoins. See you next time. Bye bye.